Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful automated trading strategy. Its goal is pretty simple, but it's absolutely vital: to protect your capital and, more importantly, lock in those hard-earned gains. So, let's get right into it.
Oh man, it's a feeling every single trader knows all too well. You're in a profitable position, everything's looking great, and then, just like that, the market flips on you. All that potential profit just vanishes, and suddenly you're staring at a loss. It's so frustrating, right? Well, that is the exact problem we are going to solve today.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about the emotional roller coaster of trading. Then, we'll pull back the curtain on a core principle of financial safety. We'll see how automation can be your best friend, watch it work with some real-world examples, and finally, I'll show you exactly how to put it all into practice.
Okay, let's start with the human side of things. Because trading isn't just about charts and numbers. A huge part of it is psychology. The second a winning trade starts to turn against you, a battle just erupts in your mind. Fear starts screaming, "Get out now before you lose it all," while greed is whispering, "Just hold on, it's a dip, it'll bounce back even higher." This emotional tug-of-war, it almost always leads to bad reactive decisions instead of smart, strategic ones.
So how do the pros deal with this? Well, they use a simple but incredibly powerful concept to take emotion and risk right out of the equation. It's called the break-even principle.
At its heart, break-even is your financial safety net. It's that magic point where you can just walk away from a trade without losing a dime. The main goal here is to protect your capital. Once you've moved a trade to break even, you've essentially made it risk-free.
Let's make this super simple. Imagine you buy a crypto for $100. The price climbs up to 105. All you do is adjust your stop loss, which is just an automatic sell order, to your original entry price of $100. And just like that, boom, you've completely changed the game. Your worst-case scenario is no longer losing money. It's just getting your initial investment back.
Now, manually watching the charts all day just to move your stop loss, that is stressful, and frankly, who has the time? This is where technology becomes your secret weapon. Orbidex IA automates this entire process for you, acting like your disciplined, logical, 24/7 trading partner.
And you know what? Setting this up is unbelievably easy. You just define your profit targets, set your initial stop loss to protect your downside, and then, and this is the key, you just flip the switch on the break-even feature. That's it. With those simple instructions, the bot is ready to execute your plan perfectly, day or night, without a single ounce of fear or greed.
I love this quote because it perfectly captures the bot's thinking. It runs on one simple, powerful rule. Once a trade is in the green, the new mission is to protect that entry point at all costs. It's literally programmed to make sure a winning trade never ever turns into a donation back to the market.
Okay, theory is great, but let's see this strategy in the wild. This is the fun part. We're going to walk through some really clear examples in both rising and falling markets so you can see exactly how this works.
All right, let's set up our first trade. It's a classic long position on Bitcoin. We get in at $60,000. Our plan is to take our first bit of profit at a 2% gain, and our initial stop loss is also set at a 2% loss. The stage is set. Let's see what happens.
And here we go. The price starts to climb and hits our first target, a piece of the position is sold for profit, and this is the magic moment. Instantly, the bot moves the stop loss right up to our entry price. So what does that mean? It means from this second forward, it is impossible to lose money on this trade. That is so powerful.
Okay, that was awesome. But what happens when you have multiple profit targets? Let's take a look at a trade on Solana. We're hopping in at $151, aiming for 2% on our first target and 4% on the second. Now this is where it gets really smart. When take profit 1 gets hit, the stop loss moves to our entry price, just like before. But watch this. When the price keeps going up and hits take profit 2, the bot moves the stop loss up again, this time to the price of our first target. So now, you're not just risk-free, you've locked in a guaranteed profit, no matter what happens next. It's brilliant.
And of course, this logic isn't just for bull markets. It works perfectly when you're shorting, which is just betting on the price going down. Here, we're shorting Solana at 151, looking for the price to drop. Our stop loss is set above our entry just in case the price suddenly spikes up.
And just as we planned, the price falls and hits our target. Profits gets locked in. And what does the bot do? Immediately, it moves the stop loss down to our entry price of 151. Once again, all the risk has been completely wiped off the table, letting the rest of our position run while our capital is safe and sound.
So, you've seen the logic, you've seen the power of this automated strategy. Now you're probably thinking, okay, how do I actually put this to work for me? Let's quickly cover what you need to get going. So, what does it take to get a strategy like this up and running? Well, it really just boils down to 4 simple things: an active license for your trading software, a secure connection to an exchange like Binance or Bybit, your own profit plan configured inside the bot, and then enabling any automatic re-entry options. The goal of any great system is to make this setup as fast and as painless as possible.
And that really brings us to the final question, doesn't it? At the end of the day, a tool like this isn't about replacing your brain. It's about upgrading your strategy with disciplined, unemotional, automated risk management. It frees you from that emotional roller coaster of watching every single price move, so you can focus on the bigger picture, finding that next great opportunity. It's all about trading smarter, not harder. Thanks for watching.